signed in. And for the girls, medyo marami-rami. Yes, Joy
Present po sa Belio.
Sabelio. Sabelio. Okay. So for the girls, Villarreal, Solas, Ramos, not yet in. Kabakang, wala pa rin. Okay. Okay na tayo, Sabelio. Okay. Sige, last time, I wasn't informed kasi kaagad na you have ano parang you have you have a seminar, no? Announced seminar, but hindi announced sa amin. Okay, and so last time I uploaded to lecture notes, no, to presentation, and then kanina I uploaded another one, parang pahabol, and yun ang yun ang ilalasan natin ngayon. Mm, very quickly, no, and for tomorrow, so we are going to have our quiz. No, I know that holiday tomorrow, so I will just post a link, and for that quiz pertinent to our lesson for today, para we don't have any backlog for this specific lesson, no? So allow me to um, share my screen now. Ayan. Okay, hold on. So aga ng bakasyon natin, no? Okay, and it's a long weekend at that. Uy, nasaan na? Parang parang ang mga attendance calls is ano na, parang vacation mode na ang tenor, no? Lalo na yung klase ko kanina 8 o'clock, no? Parang aantok-antok pa, no? Halos hindi ko marinig ang attendance call, no? Parang ano, halos parang ano pa, and a dreamy mode. Okay, so on your screen right now, these are just contact lens pre-fitting inspection that hindi natin na tackle kasi sunod-sunod din ang mga holidays, no? Pati ang mga notes ko ay nag-holiday din. Okay, so this is contact lens pre-fitting inspection. So there are things to consider when we are fitting contact lenses, and so meron tayong ginagawang inspection, no, prior to placement of the contact lens. And in contact lens handling, you will see in some reference materials and books and even lecture notes, these two terms, no, terminologies are being used uh, alternately, no, minsan ito placement or insertion. Some authors would say that placement is more appropriate, no, the more appropriate term, kasi you don't really kumbaga the contact lens is not really inserted into the eye, no, meaning parang pumapasok talaga daw siya sa kaloob-looban ng mata. So placement is a better terminology because it means you just place it on the eye, not in the eye. Okay, those are contentions of different authors, but anyways, they just mean the same, no? We put the contact lens on the eye. Okay. So prior to putting it on the eye, we do inspection techniques now to make sure that the contact lens is not inside out and correct siya. Because doing so, it would be parang irritating on the eye, not masakit, no, when you place a contact lens that is inside out. So let's do a pre-inspection method, and I mean, let's do inspection. And these are the techniques for inspection. We have the ball method, the taco test, and the marking. So those three can be used all at the same time kasi it's a very, kumbaga, mabilis lang na procedure. And you can do all of this just to validate and verify if the contact lens is really on the right side or it's inside out. First is the bowl method. So in the bowl method, so imagine a bowl, no, dyan sa house nyo, and in the bowl method, a mixing bowl, no, dapat ganyan ang shape, no, it's a bowl. no? Bowl. Parang half ng ball. It's a bowl. Spherical talaga siya. Now, if the shape is like a saucer wherein the edges are floating out, so this means that is incorrect and the contact lens is inside out. So katulad nito. So on the right side, no, it's correct kasi the shape of the contact lens is in a bowl shape, whereas on the left illustration, it's the wrong, no, the wrong side. The contact lens is inside out because the edges are floating out. And so ang gagawin mo dito, you just have to baliktad it, no? And then you check again against the light, so you're able to see if it's bowl shape or not. So this one. So look at this. So this is another way of looking at it. No, ayan. So that's the bowl method. Now, the taco test is interesting kasi you are familiar with the taco, no? The taco shell. No, so ganyan lang ang i-imaginein mo. And when we perform the taco test, no, you pinch the contact lens gently until their edges kiss, no? So if the shape is like a taco, then you're good to go, no? But then if there's no taco, no, and the edges are, really floating out, no, parang gustong kumawala, so meaning it's in a bad shape, or meaning baliktad yan siya, so the contact lens is inside out, so we have to um kumbaga make the necessary parang correction and make it on the correct side again. So look at this. So if the contacts looks like a taco, like in this illustration here, no, no may check. So that means it's on the correct side. Whereas if the edges are floating at ayaw mag-kiss ng edge, so it's no taco. So meaning wrong side yan siya. So you just correct it. Next is the markings. Contact lens comes, some contact lens comes with markings. No, these are just markings of a toric contact lenses. However, there are spherical contact lenses with specific markings, but this is dependent on the manufacturer. No, kasi not all contact lenses have markings. That's why you do the bowl test or the taco test. For example, this one. This particular contact lens has some markings and numbers, no, 1, 2, 3. So if you can read it, that it's 1, 2, 3, and identify that this means this is correct. Now, kapag baliktad yan siya, so the number, it's also baliktad, no, inverted. And so you institute the correct parang action for this and baliktarin mo siya. Now, this one is okay. No? Pag mababasa mo yung word na okay, so only for certain contact lens brands, that is correct. No? Pag baliktad yan siya, so hindi siya okay. So it's not okay. So you will have to invert it. Like this, tulad ng siba, no? So you would know it's the correct kasi it's in a bowl shape and you can read siba. Whereas here, it's in a no saucer shape. It's not a bowl, and the siba is really inverted. So those are this one, look, no? 'Di ba? So hindi siya bowl shape and hindi mo mabasa yung number ng correct. No, baliktad yan siya. So doon lang. So those are the contact lens pre-fitting inspection kasi sometimes ito ay nagkakamali din, no? Nagkakamali ang mga pasyente minsan na place ng contact lens sa case, kaya pagkuha nila minsan baliktad yan siya. And so kasi nga because the contact lens is very soft and it's very clear and manipis, no? Sometimes um, nababaliktad talaga siya, even myself, no, ako nagagawa ko rin yung mistake na yan. And so prior to doing self fitting or fitting contact lens to your classmates or potential patients, should you be required by your laboratory teacher, so make sure that you perform those pre-fitting inspection techniques. Okay, now let's go to the next lesson, which is yung in-upload ko. It's about contact lens care system. Okay, so let's get ready for this. So this is the contact lens care system, which is our main topic for, wait, what's this? Which is our main topic for for this for finals. Okay, so allow me to share my screen again, and let's do this. So these are contact lens care, the basic principles. Okay, can do you remember Cradle? CRADEDLE. So this is a very important acronym, which you can message to your patients. No, so later, if you cannot remember, so we will decipher that one at the end of the lecture. So contact lens must be cared for properly to what? For what? No, to prolong its lens life and to maintain comfort, vision, and eye care on the part of the patient. And these are the typical lens care system. Who is that? And these are the typical lens care system. So you have your andame, no? You have the lens cleaner, which acts like a sabon, the rinsing solution. Then after mong sabunan, syempre babanlawan mo. And after banlaw, you need to disinfect it. And then after disinfecting, usually the disinfecting solution is also the storing solution. And then there's more, no? There's lubricating solutions, and there's enzymatic cleaners for protein deposits. So this is a typical care system, especially during the time na bago-bago pa lang nauuso ang contact lenses. So number one, so umpisahan natin, the lens cleaners are like sabon, no? When you wash your clothes. So these are daily or surfactant cleaners used just after contact lenses are removed, and it prepares the contact lens for disinfection. Usually we use this with rubbing technique because mechanical rubbing removes debris from contact lens surface. But nowadays, the trend is towards using no rub care system. Yung bang isang bote, no, like it's a multi-purpose solution, no. Halos lahat pwede nang gawin ng isang bote. Hold on, where's my water? No, isang pa. So pwede na siya. So however, without mechanical rubbing of the contact lens, much of the build up will not be removed. So kaya kailangan ng kuskus. Now after that, hold on, I need to drink water. Oh, katinalala mo na ko. The rinsing is done after cleaning and before insertion, before disinfection, and this is done prior to placement or insertion on the eye. No? And there are many forms of rinsing solution. We have the preserved saline, non-preserved saline, unit dose, meaning one time use and then tapon na kasi maubos na. And then the multi-dose is yung malaking bote na yan siya. And then aerosols. Now, the aerosols is not, I don't know if this is available in the Philippine market. I think I haven't seen one yet. But probably baka meron na kasi yung sa ibang bansa, uso na yung mga aerosols for this. Now, after rinsing, you have your disinfecting solution. And disinfection removes, or the disinfecting method, no? The disinfection removes microbes that may remain on the contact lens after cleaning and rinsing. And this is a process in which the living microorganisms are killed or inactivated. Okay, and there are three methods of disinfection which you may use. There's heat or thermal, there's chemical, and there's hydrogen peroxide. Traditionally, dalawa pa lang yun nung uso noon, the heat and the chemical. But now, with the addition of hydrogen peroxide, marami na rin gumagamit nito because it provides a better disinfection method. At ngayon, kung dati heat and chemical ang nauso, and then bago lang ang hydrogen peroxide, ngayon nawala na yung heat, bihira na lang gumagamit ng thermal disinfection, ang uso ngayon is chemical and hydrogen peroxide. Now, in heat or thermal disinfection, this is used for all hydrogels using 80 degrees no, Celsius for 10 minutes. It is safe and effective as disinfection. Now, however, the downside or disadvantages are it can cause damage to high water content. contact lenses like yung above or more than 50% kasi nga high water content contact lens are very manipis and so there's a tendency na masira yan siya, no? And then for heat, it can also bake on protein deposits. Now, if the contact lens has protein deposits, hindi siya natatanggal sa heat disinfection, no? So, nakadikit yan siya sa contact lens and then pag nag-heat ka, parang naluluto siya dyan. And so when that happens, so lalo nang hindi matatanggal yung protein, then you have to replace the contact lens. Another disadvantage it requires electricity. So, syempre, that's additional overhead or expense on the part of the practitioner. And lastly, it may burn out due to dehydrated solution. Kasi pag minsan naiwan mong nakasaksak at hindi siya nag-off, no? So, kulo siya ng kulo. So, there's a tendency na masunog. No? Kasi nauubos ang solution na nandiyan. Okay. So chemical means antimicrobial agents in high concentrations are used to kill microbes on contact lenses, no? And this is used in both hydrogels and RGP as well. It is very relatively simple kasi binababad mo lang yung contact lens sa mga solutions na ito. However, the disadvantages are the patients develop hypersensitivity or allergic reactions, no, on it or toxic reactions. And the toxic reactions are reactions related to concentration of agent and the time of exposure. For example, there's corneal staining and redness. Now, in allergic reaction, there's a very small amount of the agent will cause a significant reaction, usually conjunctival reaction like magkakaroon din ng redness. But then, sometimes this allergic reaction may not occur until after exposure of several weeks or months. And later on, we will discover why. No? And symptoms for this is stinging sensation, there's burning, irritation, photophobia, itching, dryness, tearing or lacrimation, mucus discharge, and reduced wearing time because of the discomfort. So the patient would opt to remove the contact lens and not completing like the 8 hour or 6 hour wearing time. No, signs naman, makita natin there's conjunctival chemosis and then staining and infiltrates. Now, with hydrogen peroxide, this is a very unique type. So, are you familiar with hydrogen peroxide? Agua oxinada, di ba ito yung panlinis ng mga sugat at mga ganyan? So, but then this one only uses 3%. No, and this is especially formulated and microfiltered to remove heavy metals and residues and colorants found in generic hydrogen peroxide. Now, the action is that once you buy this one, no, it comes with its own container, and the action is the hydrogen peroxide breaks down into water and oxygen, releasing free radicals that have excellent antimicrobial activity. Yun ang panglinis niya. Kaya nga effective ang agua oxinada panlinis ng sugat. And so for mga deposits and dirt, no, accumulated in the contact lens, so effective din siya ang panglinis. Okay, but then with hydrogen peroxide, there must be a period of waiting. Now there's a neutralization process. You do not wear the contact lens right away after disinfection using this peroxide. Now the neutralization process is needed prior to placement because in the catalytic there's a catalytic disc in the when using this AOSEP. Now this is the brand, and this is a small amount of platinum embedded, no, in the plastic disc, and the peroxide begins to break down, giving off oxygen as bubbles. Kasi pag once you put the solution in here, and then ilalagay mo yung contact lens sa basket, no, right and left, and then pag tinakpan mo yan siya, magi-start na siyang bumula, no? And bubula yan siya. So because the peroxide begins to break down into water and oxygen. No? The giving oxygen are bubbles. Yung pag bumubula-bula, those are the bubbles that is being released. And the hydrogen peroxide is broken down in about 2 hours pa. And so the patient leaves the contact lens in the case for about 6 hours more for neutralization para wala talagang residue ng peroxide. And then mas maganda ito ginagawa sa gabi, no? So that in the morning after, so okay na, no? Neutralization process is complete. So pwede nang isuot ang contact lens. Now, the advantage is it is a very effective antimicrobial. It has no allergic reactions if neutralized. The end product after neutralization is just water and oxygen. The disadvantage is it's very painful if put on the eye without proper neutralization. And it's not a continuous disinfection system. But the brands available now, pwede na daw siyang everyday. So, because I know of some optometrists also now who are using this for their contact lenses, no, ginagamit nila everyday kasi nga maganda ang pagkakalinis, and there's basta as long as you complete the neutralization process. Okay, let's do some definitions of terms here. What's sterilization and disinfection? So when you say sterilization, it kills both vegetative and spores and usually means autoclaving at 120 degrees centigrade for 15 minutes. And the contact lenses na pag binili natin from the manufacturers or companies, they come in sterilized. Now, what about disinfection? This one kills more vegetative organisms but not spores. So this is a procedure used in offices and by patients. Like alcohol is one type of disinfection, right? So contact lens naman, these are allowed to set in saline solutions or else unpreserved solution after wear will often become contaminated with bacteria and fungi. There are two types kasi of solutions ng mga saline. No? Yung nababasa natin, preserved saline and unpreserved saline. So pag sinabi mong unpreserved, walang ginamit na preservative. Pag sinabi mong preserved saline, maraming preservative na ginamit, and meron silang pros and cons. No? So yung kasing unpreserved solution, there's more risk of contamination kasi nga no preservative ay nandoon. So kumbaga mabilis maka-attract ng bacteria kasi walang lalaban sa bacteria na preservative. Okay, another solution that is being used in the contact lens care system is the lubricating and wetting. So actually hindi naman talaga siya part ng panglinis, but it's part of the care and maintenance. No, and these are solutions used to re-wet the lens surface before placement on the eye, like especially when we're using RGPs. But it's not an essential step, but can be an important factor for a successful contact lens wear to make it more comfortable, especially pag nagja-dry eye si pasyente. Now, the wetting solution is actually separate for RGP and soft contact lenses because of material differences. Okay. Now, wetting agents are added to solutions so that they will wet the surface of the contact lens. And the wetting agents used are the PVA or the polyvinyl alcohol and the polysorbate 80. And these agents are not viscous. It's not thin. Kasi kailangan thicken nga ang wetting kasi para may staying power. Okay. Now, what are enzymatic cleaners? This one, we can do cleaning or we can use enzymatic cleaners at least once a week because they break down tear protein deposits on the contact lens. So, bakit ba mayroong protein deposits sa contact lens? Kasi especially for extended wear contact lens na everyday mong ginagamit. So this is not a problem with disposables because we'll just throw it away. However, ito, syempre sa mata natin, mayroon tayong mga muta, may kung anong mga residue dyan and all. From the muta, no, from our mucus, no, sometimes it gets a tendency to dikit, no, adhere to the contact lens surface at hindi basta-basta siya natatanggal. Even with mechanical rubbing, it stays there. And so that's why minsan may mga complaints si pasyente na bakit parang uncomfortable or medyo malabo because of these protein deposits. And these are the types of the ingredients used in enzymatic cleaners and today. So there's papain from papaya, pancreatine from pig pancreas, and subtilisine derived from beneficial bacteria. Okay, these are the types of enzymatic cleaners. Now, the brands using papain are yung Optizyme enzymatic cleaner, Unizyme, yung mga yan na brand. So, let's be very, very, kumbaga, active in reading product inserts and ingredients in the solutions that we prescribe to our patient. Because why? So this is the reason why. Some ingredients may contain parang pork products or pig products, and we have patients who are Muslims or non-pork eaters, or yung may mga concerns, no, may mga allergy reaction or what sa mga pork, pig products. So especially cultural, parang because of cultural ano no reasons, no, kaya kasi kumbaga baka mademanda tayo, no, kasi malaking gulo ito, no, especially if you give like halimbawa uh, this type of enzymatic cleaner to a Muslim, for example. Kasi alam mo, dapat alamin mo kung anong ingredient ng binibigay mo sa pasyente mo para hindi ka magkamali, no? Afford to, um, we cannot afford to make mistakes on this. So we'll just be very, very, very active and very aware of the products that we give. Like Boston Lam Boston uses pig pancreatine as the main ingredient for their enzymatic cleaners. Okay, and also this other brand, Vitasan. Okay. Now, subtilisine is an ingredient which is derived from beneficial bacteria. They culture it and they use it as the main ingredient for enzymatic cleaners like itong Abizor enzyme and the Motion Lum Renew enzymatic cleaner. So, ang Motion Lum, marami siyang products that using papain or pancreatine or subtilisine. So, it's up for us to, read product inserts and really make sure that we are prescribing the correct solution or cleaners for our patients. Now, so what is Cradle? So Cradle means clean, rinse, and disinfect lenses every time they are worn. And you can message this to your patient. Napakadaling acronym so that they are always reminded to clean, to rinse, and disinfect their lenses every time no, they are worn. So yan siya. So I'll just post the link for our post test tomorrow. So let's proceed to the next. Um, ano ba to? To the next lecture note. So this one, napag-aralan natin ng contact lens care and maintenance. This one, I already uploaded this one sa sa ating cares, sa ating files. Okay. So kaya pwede kayong, you just refer to it, you download it, and just read it. Yan. So I am using the lecture of Gerald Lauter, Dr. Gerald Lauter, very known figure in the field of optometry. He has authored a lot of books and she has been cited in many contact lens books, no, na nakikita ninyo. And you could actually download some of his works, no? You just type Gerald Lauter sa browser nyo and voila, lalabas lahat ng kanyang mga notes at mga helpful notes na magaganda ang kanyang mga lecture notes. Okay, so let's get on with it. These are the solutions and care systems. So some of the notes na lecture ko kanina ay galing nandito. So let's just take a look at the general properties of the lens care system. First property is osmolarity or tonicity, no? Yung mga isotonic solution, no, mga ganyan, is usually adjusted to that of the tears. No, about 0.9 to 1.0 equivalent sodium chloride. No, so that's our saline solution. Next general property is pH. No, this one varies with the preservative and often near that of the tears, about 7.35. Now, some preservatives need acidic pH, while others naman require more alkaline or basic to become effective. Okay. Now, they use buffering solution, no, and these are solutions that are buffering components. No, these are solutions which has the ability to maintain the pH, no, and a solution that goes into the eye with a 7 to 7.0 pH can be highly buffered since it's very similar to the pH of the tears. Ang pH ng tears natin about 6.9 to 7, right? And then acidic or basic solutions cannot be highly buffered because they must be neutralized by the tears to bring the solution to a physiological pH. Now, the common buffers used, no, are phosphates, borates, citrates, acetates, and bicarbonates. Those are buffer solution that maintains the pH of yung mga ginagamit nating solutions. Now, the buffer use depends on other compounds in the solution. Borates are not compatible with benzyl conium chloride, and borates will form a gel with polyvinyl alcohol or alkaline solutions. Now, buffered solutions will become acidic from carbon dioxide in the air, dissolving in the solution, forming carbonic acid. So that's properties of a buffering solution. Now, there are many preservatives used for our disinfectants. No, yung mga saline solution natin comes with preservatives, and they need it to prevent the growth of microorganisms in the solution, storage cases, and on the contact lens itself. And this must meet FDA standards. So let's take a look at the types of preservatives used, no, para maging aware din tayo. Number one is BAC, or benzyl conium chloride, no. These are surface active cation in detergent, which acts on the cell membranes. Now, it attaches to land surfaces, and it has hydrophilic and hydrophobic end units. It is most effective in alkaline pH, no, and used in concentrations of 0.001%. So maliit lang masyado. But the downside of benzalconium as a preservative is that it can cause epithelial damage. So, ibig sabihin, matapang na ito na concentration for this particular bottle. Halimbawa, it is incompatible with fluorescein, so we don't use it. Check your solutions pag may back. So, hindi siya pwedeng gamitan pagka nag-staining tayo. So, cannot use it with fluorescent dye. It is also bound and concentrated in hydrogel. So, ibig sabihin, since hydrogels are water-loving, so it will also absorb some of the solution. And pagka nagko-concentrate na doon, lagi mong ginagamit, it can cause corneal damage. Okay. Now, chlorobutanol is another preservative which is taken up by the cell and converted to a toxin. It is volatile. So, yun ang hindi maganda sa kanya. Meron siyang odor. And it's only effective in acidic pH. Now, it is deactivated by heat and must be used in combination with other preservatives. And the downside is it is concentrated in hydrogel. So, hindi na to masyadong ginagamit sa contact lens solutions. Okay, thimerosal is a very effective disinfectant na ginagamit worldwide. It is, sino ba dito mahilig magpa-manicure? Okay, manicure, pedicure. So ito yung mercury, no? Tincture of mercury ba to? No? Yung ginagamit na yung kulay pula na ginagamit kapag ka nagpapa-manicure, pedicure ka. So that's thimerosal, no? Organic mercury which inactivates respiratory enzymes. And it is active in neutral or basic solutions and compatible with fluorescein but not with benzalconium chloride. The downside is it has been used with hydrogels, but a high rate of toxic and allergic reactions occur, and the patients complain so that it was removed from the market, no, ang use ng thimerosal sa contact lens solution. Kaya if you have a clinic and you happen to visit one, no, check nyo yung mga contact lens solutions available on display. So may mababasa kayo doon, thimerosal free. So meaning, hindi thimerosal ang ginamit na preservative kasi nga it can cause allergic reaction. Okay. Another is chlorhexidine gluconate. Now, this is surface active. It binds to proteins of cell surface, more stable in acidic solution. However, the downside is it is not as effective against organism as some other preservative. And it has been used with hydrogel, but it also causes some allergic reaction. That's why it's also, kumbaga, dropped down from being used in contact lens solution. So makikita din ninyo sa mga display, hanapin ninyo, merong chlorhexidine free. Okay, nakasulat doon. Halimbawa, I think yung all, ALL, if you're familiar with the all na solution. So parang nakasulat yata dyan, chlorhexidine free. And so you'll be able to check. So ibig sabihin, tinanggal nila yung chlorhexidine as a preservative. Another is EDTA, a very widely used preservative, even used in food, no, and disodium editate. So, kung pupunta kayo sa grocery and bibili kayo ng mga drinks, ng mga chichirya, And then take a look at the ingredients at the back. Makikita niyo doon, EDTA added to protect flavor. So that's EDTA kasi ginagamit natin yan, no? Nakakain natin yung preservative na yan. No, EDTA. So basahin ninyo. So kaya pag mag-grocery kayo, bibili kayo ng mga anything, especially yung kinakain or pinapahid sa ating katawan or pinapahid sa ating mukha, you have to read the product inserts, no? Baka kung ano-anong mga klaseng preservative ang nandyan. So EDTA added to protect flavor. Meron yan, hanapin nyo. Okay, these are chelating agents that binds metal ions and effective by removing trace metal ions that organisms require. It is also used in most contact lens solutions, but the downside is it's very slow acting and only used na kakambal o kasama ng ibang preservative to enhance their effectiveness. So in one contact lens solutions, sometimes para to make it more effective, combination of preservatives are being used, mga two or three. Now, the polyquad. Now, the polyquad is a preservative with a large molecule similar to the benzalkonium chloride. It's also used with RGP lenses, but it is downside is it is not as effective as some of the stronger preservative. And this is developed for use with hydrogels since hindi siya concentrated. So, kaya maganda siyang gamitin, the polyquad. Okay, another is dimed, no? Polyaminopropyl bigonide. It reacts with the cell membranes, damaging them. So it is used in very low concentration, 0.00005%, no? It is similar to chlorhexidine, so hindi na to rin masyadong ginagamit because of hypersensitivity reaction. It's used for both hydrogel and RGP contact lens solutions. Now, alcohol, very effective disinfectant. It is fast acting, can affect lens material with long contact. Now, isopropyl and benzyl alcohols are used, some as preservative, but some solutions with isopropyl will cause considerable discomfort if put on the eye. So there are, mamaya makikita niyo yung mga sample solutions na gumagamit ng alcohol as preservative for contact lens solution. You might be surprised, no? Ano-ano ba to sila? Now, after preservatives, we have this viscosity increasing agents. So these are agents used to increase the thickness of a solution, no, para maging malapot, to keep it on the contact lens longer. Now, some common viscosity agents are the following. We have your methyl cellulose, the hydroxyethyl cellulose, the hydroxypropyl cellulose, the gelatin, di ba? It's a thickener. Povidone, polyvinyl pyrrolidone, and polyethylene glycol. So these are our VIA or viscosity increasing agents used to thicken the solution. Now, the wetting agents are also added to solutions so they will wet the surface of the contact lens like ito na nabanggit ko na to sa previous lesson natin, no? Yung polyvinyl alcohol, PVA, and the polysorbate 80. These agents are not viscous, so hindi siya palapot. Now, for soft lenses, no, yung mga contact lenses that are worn and then removed and then worn again, they must be cleaned, no, to prevent tear film and other materials from depositing on them. So they also must be disinfected to prevent the growth of microorganisms that could cause infection. So patients should clean lens on removal, preferably by doing mechanical rubbing, and then you store it in the disinfecting solution, no? And there are many different solutions and systems to achieve this one. Now, a while ago, we talked about the difference between sterilization and disinfection. And this one, in the illustration, these are some lenses which is allowed to set in saline or unpreserved solution after wear will often become contaminated with bacteria and fungi. Kasi unpreserved solution, ibig sabihin the solution contains no preservative, so it becomes a very good attractants for microbes. Okay. Now, some unpreserved saline parang samples are this, like Lens Plus, Unisol, no? They come in unit doses. No, they open, use once, and discard. This is expensive to use daily kasi mahal yan siya. No? Meron namang mga multi-dose, no? Ibig sabihin mga 4 times mo I mean 14 days mong pwedeng gamitin. Now the patient must be instructed to properly use it, like do not let the tip of the bottle uh, touch any surface, not to prevent contamination. And then there are also aerosol cans, which always stay sterile due to one-way flow, but the patient should be instructed not to touch the tip of the bottle, and the saline will be filled with fine bubbles. So these are examples of unpreserved salines. Now, the preserved salines are, ito ang uso ngayon, no? Ito ang, kasi ito mas matagal ang buhay, no? These are chemical compounds. The preservatives are chemical compounds added to inhibit the growth of organisms, but usually not strong enough to be a disinfectant. So will not kill a significant number kasi pagka strong, mahapdi naman sa mata, no? And these are the preservatives used, yung napag-aralan natin kanina, like your thimerosal, sorbic acid or sorbate, like samples niyan yung Allergan, and Bausch and Lomb sensitive eyes uses sorbate, no? Because this one has minimal sensitivity reaction. But then for sorbic acid, ang disadvantage niya, it has limited antimicrobial activity because it may cause discoloration of contact lenses. Okay, yun siya. Now, um, there are naman preserved saline like yung software by Ciba Vision. So contains trace amounts of hydrogen peroxide, no? And advantages, little likelihood of sensitivity reaction, but then you have to neutralize it. Okay. Chemical disinfection system, ang advantage kasi niya, it is a continuous system. Pwedeng pong palaging gamitin. It's easy to carry it with you. And it has fewer deposits than heat disinfection. But then this disadvantage ng chemical disinfection, it takes several hours to disinfect lenses. No, maraming seremonyas, ano, and sometimes naman with the preservative use, the patient develops allergic or toxic reactions, and it may not be as effective with a significant organic load like mucus, protein, sometimes oil deposits, no, or calcium deposits. Hindi siya effective, no, and may decompose with high temperatures beyond expiration date. Okay. Now, these are, tapos na tayo rito. So, sensitivity reaction. Oh, these are samples of sensitivity reactions like epithelial stippling, no, limbal staining. So, ito naman natatanggal. You just change the solution use. Now, Dimed is another preservative which is being used by Bausch and Lomb Renew. So, ano ba to? It has a 4-hour disinfection time. Toxicity is less than thimerosal and chlorhexidine, but some patients report dryness and injection. No? The Dimed is used in very, very low concentration. Okay. Now, this one, itong brand na to, Renew by Bausch and Lomb, no? Renew with Moisture Lock. It was removed from the market some years back, no? Nagkaroon ng malaking eskandalo sa Bausch and Lomb kasi may isang pasyente na nagdemanda. Alam mo naman sa US, no? Konting kibot doon is konting issue. Nagdedemanda ang mga tao sa dinemanda nila ang Bausch and Lomb because the patient develop fungal keratitis, no? Sa kanyang cornea, and because of that, sabi niya ang huling ginamit niya is contact lens na gumamit siya ng solution na Renew with Moisture Lock. Kaya during that time, kahit na wala pang masyadong hindi pa kumbaga hindi pa umandar yung kaso, the Bausch and Lomb was very quick to remove this product from the market, and then they did their own investigation, and the patient binayaran nila, no, binayaran nila, and so kasi mas malaki ang damage kung palalakihin nila ang issue. Remember, Bausch and Lomb is a very big company, and hindi lang ito ang products nila, there are a lot, no? So when they bounce back, no, after how many years, matagal siya talaga nawala ang Renew na ito, no? When they bounce back, they came in with the Renew na clear bottle, no? And the clear bottle is, kumbaga, gives the impression that their contact lens is clean and clear. no? Kaya kumbaga kita mo lahat kung may dumi, kaya it comes in a very clear bottle. Ako, I like the new packaging, and hiyang ako dito. This is the solution that I use. It's Renew, and I'm very comfortable with it. I have no issue with it, no? Kaya nakakatawa nga yung ginawa nilang kumbaga ginawa nilang approach, no? Kumbaga they made it known to the public that their solution will not cause any infection because you can see right through it. No, it is a see-through bottle, clean and clear. Yan ang kanilang message. So I don't know of any brands na clear ang bote, parang Renault pa lang ang meron ng Bosch& Love, no? I don't know kung meron pa bang may bago ngayon, but sila lang talaga ang malakas ang loob na gamitin yang ganyang clear bottle na yan. Okay. And the bottle looks nice, no? Mukhang mamahalin ang the type of plastic that was used. Hindi siya yung parang China product na maninipis na bottle na mayuyupi ka agad. Their bottle is very nice, really. Okay, next to another preservative, ang gumagamit nito is Complete, no? Ito available din ito sa market. Nakikita ko to nasa display sa mga optical. So preservative use is polyhexamethylene biguanide or same class of compounds as dimed. It has 4-hour disinfection time at ito ang gumagamit, no? The Complete Moisture Plus MPS multi-purpose solution by AMO. This one also contains surfactants and is used as a daily cleaner as well as soaking rinsing solution. So ibig sabihin, ano na to, MPS, no? Multi-purpose solution. Hindi siya OBS. It's not a one bottle system. Next is polyhexanide. Ginagamit ito ng Aquify, no? Or Solocare by Siba, no? Aquify. It has 4-hour disinfection time. Ito ang kanyang ginagamit na preservative, Aquify. Next is Polyquad. Now, the Polyquad, or scientific name nito, chemical name Polyquaternum -1. It has a high molecular weight, about 5,000, which minimizes absorption for our. It has 4-hour disinfection time, but then limited effectiveness against some bacteria and fungi, but less toxicity naman than previous preservatives, no? And these are the comparison of sizes ng molecular sizes ng preservative, no, against the Polyquad. No, maliliit lang ang Polyquad. Next, these are the brands that uses Polyquad preserved solution. You have your OptiFree Express, you have the Opti1 and OptiFree. Okay. Now, alcohol will kill most organisms very rapidly, always in seconds. Used as a 20% isopropyl as a cleaner and disinfectant. So, shorter rub with the alcohol solution is used and then rinsed and stored in saline. But alcohol must not be on the contact lens when lens is placed on the eye. Syempre, kay mahapdi. No, it must be soaked. It must not be soaked in the alcohol solution. Ano bang brand ang gumagamit nito? It's Siba Quick Care and the Miraflow cleaner. No, so but then with the Miraflow, iba yung cleaner, iba yung finishing solution, no? Kasi para noon matanggal yung alcohol. Na parang stinging sensation. Now, hydrogen peroxide, okay. So advantages of hydrogen peroxide, it is very effective and antimicrobial in nature, no allergic reaction. If properly neutralized, the end product after neutralization is water and oxygen. Downside nga is painful kapag walang proper neutralization, and disinfection time is now with the use of this hydrogen peroxide, the time required is controversial. No, some studies indicate as long as 1 hour is required. Now, some naman use 10 minutes. So that depends on the brand that is being used. Now, zero point 0.5 sodium bicarbonate was the first system used, no, by Septicon. That's the brand name. And it is soaked in 3% hydrogen peroxide for 10 minutes and then soaked in sodium bicarbonate, and it is no longer used kasi iba na ngayon. No, they use catalytic disc with a small amount of platinum embedded in a plastic disc, And the lens is put on the basket, and then hydrogen peroxide begins to break down, giving off oxygen as bubbles. So it is broken down in about 2 hours. The recommend the patient to leave the contact lens in the contact lens case in 6 hours for full neutralization. Okay, so since hindi na ginagamit yung Septicon, ito na ang ginagamit, no? The AOSEP system by SIBA, itong usong-uso, no? And then, meron din naman gumagamit ng iba, no? It comes with tablets, no? The AOSEP kasi comes with analytic disc. Some brands use naman tablets as their hydrogen peroxide system. So, nilalagay yan sa bote, then you put your saline, and then you put the tablet. Okay, and bubula-bula yan siya, it will foam, no? And then releasing oxygen. So at the end of the process, so water na lang yan siya, and then pwede nang gamitin after neutralization. Now mm, so let me see. So this is Oxysep, another brand, no? Aside from the AOSEP. Yan siya. And this one, the Oxysep, ang case niya is color-coded for right and left. For AOSEP kasi hindi siya color-coded, but then nakasulat yung letter R or L, no? This is a basket. Now, to use this, we fill the case to line and you place the tablet in the solution. The Oxysep kasi comes with a tablet. The AOSEP naman uses a catalytic disc na katulad, let me see, where's there what, yan. Sa AOSEP, iyan ang ginagamit. So, no need for tablets. Yan na yung magpo-produce ng bubbles. Now, in here, this one, lalagyan naman ng tablet, and then lenses should be soaked for 6 hours. And then, you use this once a week, no, not for daily use. Ang AOSEP can be used daily. Now, for cleaning, using surfactant, so the trend is toward using no rub care system kasi mga tamad ang mga tao. Ngayon, lagi nagmamadali and kaya nga multi-purpose ang uso, no? Para bang one bottle fits all. Now, one bottle can do all, no? Kumbaga, cleaning, rinsing, storing, disinfecting, at minsan may kasama pang re-wetting, no? Sa mga multi-purpose solution. So, basahin nyo kung ano yung mga function, nandun na lahat, no, about mga 5. And however, mas maganda sana kasi without mechanical rubbing, ang mga much of the buildup will not be removed. No, so surfactants that is used for daily cleaners, they contain solubilizing agents to remove deposits. And surfactants sa parang soap used such as Twin 21 and Cloxamer sa 407, they often contain viscosity agents para mag-thicken, okay? And meron din yang preservative. Now, the surfactants used abrasive particles, no? May present parang abrasive particles. And this solution should be shaken prior to each use to get the particles in the solution kasi nagsasettle yan sila sa ilalim. And so, but then when you use this one, so maganda siya kasi nalilinis talaga yung contact lens surface, no? Because of these abrasive particles that will not really harm naman the contact lens. But kapag hindi siya properly rinsed, may cause ocular irritation. So kailangan ay banlawan mabuti, no? To get rid of these particles. Now, the enzymatic cleaners are enzymes used that break down proteins. No, these are deposits that really adheres to the contact lens surface na hindi basta-basta natatanggal agad. Even with mechanical rubbing, minsan hindi pa natatanggal lahat-lahat. No, so you need an enzymatic cleaner to use that one. Okay, and the different enzyme use is ito, like your papain and pancreatine. So, nandito yung mga products na gumagamit yan. And so, the Supracleanse by Alcon is the only liquid enzyme. Kasi enzymatic cleaners comes in tablets. No? So, pancreatine is a liquid solution each day. So, yun siya. Now, subtoleucine is produced by microorganism. It's a very stable enzyme and can be used with hydrogen peroxide regimen. So ano ba yan? Yung Renew Effervescent Enzymatic Cleaner. So kasi tablet yan siya. Effervescent, di ba yung parang bumubula-bula? O parang Alka-Seltzer. And yun. So Renew is one. Renew brand, no? That uses subtilisin. Kaya be very careful guys. Kaya paulit-ulit ko sinasabi, basahin ninyo ang contents and ingredients so that we are giving the right product to our patient. Next is, ano to? Oops, hindi na yan natin kailangan. Okay. This one, we will have to skip this one kasi wala pa tayo sa RGP. No, but iba kasi, meron kasing specific RGP care system. So we will lock down that one. Pupunta lang ako sa pinakahuli. Ay, wala na. Okay, so yun na. Okay, done na pala yon. So we stop there. So hindi ko, yes, Miss Sabelio, you're raising your hand. Present.
Doc, hindi niya lang po nababa yung raise niya.
Okay. Sorry. So akala ko merong ano. Sino ba? So let's check. Ramos, are you here?
Yes po, Doc. Present.
Okay, Ramos present. Sige. So Villarreal.
Present po.
Okay, and Kabakang, are you here? Wala si Miss Kabakang, so siya lang absent today. So for the boys, what about Acevedo UG? Are you here now?
Present po.
Okay. Inaantok pa si UG. Okay, so yan siya. Yan, pinagdadawanan ko tuloy.
Doc Solas po, Doc.
Yes, I already marked. So itong mga to, I will mark you late kasi medyo late unless you came in na hindi lang kita narinig. No? Okay, so Solas is present na.
Doc,
Yes?
si Ramos po nag-join right after your attendance call.
Okay. So, okay. Sige. Thank you. Wala na ba? Wala na. Thank you, Joseph, for giving me the heads up regarding your contact lens seminar, and thank you also for the attendance on those days.